Whether you're managing a small initiative or a massive complex project, solid project planning forms a foundation for success. When you plan a project well, everything flows smoothly as the project unfolds, even when roadblocks and risks show up. The key to great project planning is no mystery. It all depends on knowing how to use key project planning tools. And that's what we're going to take a look at today. Scope statement. This project tool describes the major deliverables or objective of a project. It sets the boundaries of what the project will and won't include, ensuring alignment amongst all stakeholders. Think of it as a contract between the project team and stakeholders, laying out exactly what's in and what's out. This clarity helps prevent surprises, keeps the team focused, and ensures resources aren't wasted on tasks that don't align with project goals. A well-crafted scope statement should cover the following: project objectives, what are you trying to achieve, key deliverables, what will be produced or completed, in scope versus out of scope items, what's included and explicitly excluded, constraints and assumptions, what limitations or expectations should be considered. I guarantee that using this document will save you time in the long run on every project, big or small. When everyone agrees on the scope up front, you minimize misunderstandings, reduce rework, and avoid dreaded scope creep, where extra tasks just sneak into a project and derail budgets, timelines, and team focus. Before we dive into the next tool for project planning, if you're serious about leveling up your project management skills, well, that is what we do best. We've helped thousands of people sharpen their skills, and I've created a free guide that outlines the 6 essential project management basics to ensure success on even the toughest projects. Do you want a copy? Well, simply comment "free guide" below and we'll send you the link to download it for free. Priority matrix. This is my favorite tool. Why? Because it gives you absolute clarity on what's a constraint, what needs to be optimized, and what is flexible when it comes to the 3 key project factors: scope, time, and budget. So think of a priority matrix as a strategic decision-making tool that helps align project priorities with stakeholders' expectation. It really forces project sponsors and senior leaders to make trade-offs up front so there's no confusion later. Now, here's how it works. You have a constraint. This is a non-negotiable. It must be met as defined, no exceptions. Then there's optimize. This should be efficient and as effective as possible, but again, you have some room for adjustment. And last is flexible. This is where you have the most wiggle room if trade-offs are needed. Now, for example, let's say time is a constraint. You have like a hard deadline that must be met. Then either scope or budget will be flexible or optimized to accommodate that priority. I love this tool because it doesn't just clarify what I can and can't change. It really is my secret weapon against scope creep. Every project experiences scope creep in some form, but with a priority matrix, I can confidently push back by reminding stakeholders of the agreed upon constraints. So if a new request comes in mid-project, I simply refer to the matrix and ask, is this a must-have or is it a nice-to-have? If we add this, what gets adjusted? Budget, timeline, or other deliverables? These are important questions because it keeps everything aligned and prevents unrealistic expectations and protects the project for unnecessary chaos. Trust me, this tool is a game changer. Project charter. Your project charter is like your project's birth certificate. It officially authorizes a project and gives it life. The best part? Well, if you already created your scope statement and priority matrix, your charter is practically written itself because those documents work hand in hand, so you're not starting from scratch. You're simply pulling the key pieces of information and details and putting them into one place, your charter. But the charter actually, I go deeper into this process with my Slave Project Management course, and where I break down how these 3 documents fit together seamlessly. Plus, you'll get access to ready-to-use templates that make creating them quick and easy. So why is a project charter so important? Well, because this document ensures your project sponsor, project team, all the project stakeholders are all on the same page by clearly outlining what's being delivered, right? The project goals and objectives, who's involved. This is really important. So roles, responsibilities, key decision makers. Now, what's expected? The commitments and the constraints that everyone agreed upon. And here's a crucial tip. Make sure you get it signed. Yes, a signed charter becomes your go-to reference when questions, or worse yet, disagreements or unexpected challenges arise later. It really keeps everyone accountable and, most importantly, prevents unnecessary debates about what was originally agreed upon. Well, if you want a deeper dive into project charters, check out my detailed breakdown. Just head over to YouTube, search Adriana Girdler Project Charter. WBS, the work breakdown structure. Now, this is a must-have tool for project managers. Why? Because it breaks down your project into manageable chunks, making it easier to see what needs to be delivered and how to get there. I know projects can feel overwhelming, and there are countless moving parts, deadlines, and dependencies. But when you structure everything into a WBS, suddenly, ta-da, things actually become clear. You can see the big picture while you're zooming in, and you can see specific tasks that need to get done. Now, here's how it works. You first want to identify your major activities and milestones, okay? You want the high-level deliverables. Once you get those, you're going to break them down into smaller, actionable tasks. Now, your WBS framework is going to transform into your actual action plan, which I call the WBS action plan, a clear roadmap and guide your teams from start to finish. And the good news is, once you build your WBS, planning, scheduling, resource allocation becomes so much easier. It's like having a blueprint for success, keeping your projects organized, on track, and stress-free. Schedule. Your project schedule is a timeline that outlines your project's milestones, tasks, and key dates, including start and finish times, to ensure that everything stays on track. Now, the good news, if you've already built a detailed WBS, creating your schedule is easy peasy. It's a breeze. Simply take your tasks and major activity dates and plot them out. That really helps you visualize dependencies, preventing bottlenecks, and ensuring a smooth project flow. Now, why does your project schedule matter? Because it keeps everyone aligned. Your team knows what's due and when, ensures project completion, helps track the progress and spot delays early. It also allows for flexibility. If things shift, well, you can just adjust the timeline to stay on course. Your schedule isn't just a static document. It is a living plan that helps you stay proactive in managing changes, ensuring that your project is delivered on time with minimal stress. Change management plan. Okay, change is inevitable in any project. That's why you need to prepare for it, plan for it, manage it, and reinforce it, or risk chaos when unexpected shifts happen. Unfortunately, due to time, resource, and budget constraints, change management planning is often one of the first things to get sacrificed. But skipping this step can lead to confusion, resistance, project setbacks. A change management plan ensures that any adjustment to your projects are going to be well defined, so you're going to clearly document things and have it understood. It's going to be purposeful. It's going to align with your project goals. It's going to be sustainable, reinforced for long-term success. And at its core, change management is all about people. It ensures that those impacted by your project are properly notified, trained, and supported so that changes don't happen, they stick. Risk management plan. Okay, that's me toot my horn. Why? Because we're talking about risks now, and risks are really important. And let's be honest, it's inevitable on every project. The real question isn't if risk will occur, but really when will it happen? That's why risk management planning is one of the most critical project planning tools you have. The time you spend identifying potential risks and creating a contingency plan up front, priceless. It's like buying insurance for your project, ensuring that when risks arise, you're prepared to handle them without panic. With a solid risk management plan in place, you won't be scrambling, which is really key when you have to respond to those challenges Instead, you'll have strategies ready to keep things on track, no matter what risks pop up. By planning for risks proactively, you ensure that even if something unexpected happens, it won't derail your entire project. Stay ahead of the game and your project will stay on course no matter what. If you're ready to level up your project management skills, check out my free cheat sheet on the 6 essentials to keep your project on track and avoid failure. You can grab the link below this video. If you still have questions about project planning, I break it all down in this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you found this video helpful, I would be so honored if you gave this video a thumbs up and consider joining our community by subscribing. Until the next video, see you later.